Hi, this is Chris from Muse, and you're watching Antyradio.pl. Yeah, I think in some ways, I think in terms of the songwriting, I think that's quite different to anything we've done before. But I think over the course of the career of the band, we've experimented with lots of things. You know, we started off as a three-piece rock band, and that's always been there. But I think there's a lot of additional things that have crept into the music over the years. You know, the electronic influence and the classical influence. And I think when we did the Second Law, I think it was a real mishmash of so many different things that I think we almost forgot that we were a three-piece rock band, you know. And it felt like after the Second Law, I don't think we could have taken the electronic influence any further or the classical influence any further without completely sort of forgetting about being a three-piece. So I think we just wanted to go back to, you know, see what it felt like just to predominantly be guitar, bass and drums again, you know. Well, yeah, I mean, it was a lot easier. You know, making the album was a lot easier because we didn't have to worry too much about other stuff. You know, we just had to play our instruments, and that was how we wanted to make the record. You know, when we did the Second Law, we spent so much time in the control room, you know, messing around with things, and we didn't spend much time with our instruments. You know, and I think with this album, we wanted to make sure that when we were in the studio, we were playing our instruments and being a band. And you know, and because of that, then when we actually came to rehearsing for playing live, it was just very easy because, I mean, when we did the Second Law, songs like Unsustainable and Follow Me, you know, that had all these electronic influences, it's really, really hard to recreate live. So I think we were really into the idea of just making an album that was just us playing, so that when we came to play live, it wasn't a big headache to try and work out how we were going to do it, you know. And I think it's translated well as well to the crowd. I think the crowd, their reaction to the new songs has been very, very good, because I think it kind of reminds them, I guess, of what we were when we were just a rock band, you know. I think it's only natural that when you release a new album, you always feel that the newest thing that you've done is the best thing you've done. And I think at the moment, I think we all feel like Drones is our best album. But I'm sure at the time we released the Second Law, we thought that was our best album as well, you know. I like the Second Law. I think it's a really good album. I think it's quite an interesting experimental album. You know, there's a lot of different things on there, and I like it because of that. I think some people didn't like it because they felt that maybe it moved around too much. Maybe people felt it was unfocused, but that was the album we wanted to make at the time. And the same with all the albums. I mean, even when I listen to Showbiz now, I mean, it feels so old and so long ago. But at the time, it was great. You know, when we first made it, we loved it. And every album that we've made, we liked it at the time. So we never have any regrets about anything that we've done. You know, it felt good at the time, you know.